Welcome to my presentation. I'm David Coker. I'm an adjunct professor at Fort Hays State University Virtual School in Hays, Kansas. My brief talk today will be Revolution in Remote Learning, a plan for radical improvement, a policy recommendation to transform technology. So I'm going to be brief and quick. My paper is online. I'm not going to read everything word for word here, and I'm going to take you on a journey. And hopefully my recommendation will be a plan to transform your practices. It's really geared towards K through 12 school, but it could be used at the community college level and at other post-secondary schools as well as training. Here's the gist of it. This is how you sell this to your district and how you change and enhance your practices. I'm talking about how everyone can create the world's biggest classroom. It's at your fingertips. All we have to do is make some slight adjustments for what's already there. The new school we're looking at tears down walls, and the students become the keys. Dozens of staff members tutoring in one class. Instead of the fifth grade teacher, and I will use fifth grade as the consistent example throughout. Instead of the fifth grade teacher just teaching one classroom, you're going to put everyone together across grade levels, vertically and horizontally. So now all the fifth grade teachers share all the kids, and the fourth grade teachers share all the fourth and fifth grade kids as well. We know few students are online, so this maximizes the potential to create a hybrid asynchronous and synchronous environment. There's no longer one classroom of one teacher creating one thing. Everyone's going to create together, share together. Students can be moved in and out of grade levels, classrooms, and needs. Supported by thousands developing the curriculum. Each teacher doesn't just make their own lesson and do their own thing. That's what we do face-to-face. That is highly ineffective. All the teachers in the building, between buildings, within district, between districts, can share what they do. And then students are now placed by need. There's no longer just strict grade and age requirements. If a fifth grade student needs seventh grade work, they can do that. They need to redo third grade work, they can do that. If there's fourth grade groups that are on fourth grade track, they can be there. But people can move in and out. This is the perfect RTI environment. And this, of course, should be at the speed of technology. So everything you think you know about online learning is false. That's what we're going to look at today. Okay, I'm going to briefly go through this. It is all in my paper, and then I really want to skip to the end. I want to get to how this is going to work and what this is going to look like. Okay. The themes are collaboration. We're going to remove grade levels and classrooms as traditionally known. Everyone's in one group now. So let's go on this journey, and we're in a fictional district of 4 elementary schools. The 4 fifth grade teachers work with all the other fifth grade teachers. Now instead of 4, there's 16. They also work with the fourth grade teachers. Now there's 32 teachers, plus all the specialists, the TAs, different administrators. You now have 40, 50 staff members working for 8 classes in each building, so 32 classes. We know not many students are online over an hour or 2 a day. Everyone's sharing everything. Instead of waiting for your 2, 3, 4, 5 students, you're now there available for everyone. Parent contact. Efficiency. Technology must deliver. It must be the driver throughout, from attendance, from instant messaging students to video messaging to regrouping students to parent contacts. There could be badges. There could be credentials. How we track and accountability through the learning management software. With everyone sharing curriculum, it's the game changer. And this also means we have to create nationally curated libraries through universities, through schools, through business. Instructional strategies, this is perhaps the biggest change. No longer is it worksheets as usual. You're not just read, answer questions, the teacher gets on, tells you how smart you are, how dumb you are. We need to have feedback in midstream. That means teachers can drop in and out. Teaching assistants, principals, social workers, psychologists, librarians. Everyone's all hands on deck. They can stop in and see how students are doing real time. They can make curriculum modular through the learning management software. Interactivity and engagement. We have to bring back the social factor. And then high expectations. We need to have value, not just activity. We need to think Amazon, Google. We need to value the end user experience and curate that. So let's go through this quickly on some other stuff and see what we come up with, okay? And like I said, I'm trying to help, okay? So currently schools look like this. Everyone's in their own classroom. The new setup is everyone's together by grade levels. Students can be pushed and pulled in whatever directions needed, activity by activity, day by day. And the highly inefficient system of most students in elementary, middle school, high school are on an hour a day. Now everyone's sharing. You can create a much richer environment. Instead of everyone doing their own thing, trying to figure this out together, ultimately this needs to move beyond districts. It needs to also be at the university level. It needs to be with business. So that's what it's going to look like. And we're going to look at the next thing as well. Okay, so narrative of the future. So technology creates efficiency and modularity. We envision that within assignments they can be changed for students immediately. Some sections can be deleted, some sections can be entered. Also, technology should have a built-in instructional and curriculum toolbox, such as high leverage practices, distributive practices, repetitive teaching, reteaching, compare and contrast, high order thinking skills, interactive, interleave. We can have graphical representations, goal setting. Instruction is about feedback. It's no longer about waiting till a product is done. It'll be there every step of the way to help students that have difficulties, but if there's no difficulties, enhance and engage. Collaboration system is no longer just the one teacher, one classroom. The kids placed by age, not by need. Ultimately, everything is driven by need. And then accountability. We have to have data-rich streams that actually can be used in real time. Let's keep going on. It is about returning to the one-room schoolhouse. It existed before placing everyone by groups and age. It's an antiquated practice, and it's no longer needed on a hybrid or asynchronous or synchronous environment. Here are the shifts we're going to look at, and I'm not going to read them all. I'm just going to look at words in bold. These are posted on the discussion. Vertical and horizontal staffing. Everyone's in it together, from the superintendent to the kindergarten teacher and everyone in between. Students that need higher or lower level, whether it is within the same curriculum or different grade level, that's what happens. The fourth grade teacher is no longer just responsible for fourth grade students. The fourth grade teacher is responsible for students that need fourth grade curriculum. Zero cost. Cost do matter. Age and grades replaced by need. The students drive the system. Classroom change activity by activity, day by day. One student one day could be doing fourth grade work. The next day they could be doing eighth grade work. It would all depend on where they are, the subject, and the interest. Everything has to build interest, though. This is why students are not online. There needs to be gamified motions. There needs to be quests. There needs to be badges. There needs to be interactivity. Students need to be able to come and go and see each other and have that social component. The tutorial model is what's going to drive the new instruction. High-class tutoring. Think Xbox, not Kindle. We should be able to change what we're doing and how we're doing it at a moment's notice. So if a student doesn't need to read the 20 questions in the story, if they need to have a video, they need to have remediation, they need to have immediate group instruction, direct instruction, options. It needs to be interesting. It can't just be sit and read and do nothing. Technology is about efficiency. It'll manage everything from attendance to parent communication to text messages to instant messaging to video recording to video meetings, be able to flexible group. Curated modular libraries. Most teachers just post articles online, make some questions. We pass that off as instruction. And we expect students to just do everything on their own. It is ludicrous. Collaboration and online engagement and interactivity. And this is going to be from the bottom up. Large school districts should be able to make this a reality quickly. So all metropolitan areas will have so many resources, but instead of having the 276,000 teachers across the nation, if the 20,000 teachers at each grade level approximately work together, it would magnify immediately what could and could not be done. Asynchronous can be a hybrid approach when there's a group approach, when all teachers group students together. There's very unlikely students are going to overwhelm teachers, but they can at the individual level. So technology, of course, is going to have to make this a reality of group teaching and group students for group tutoring. And then best practices in instruction. Part of that is about quick feedback. So it's one system for one goal. All students reach their maximum potential. The system's there, but we're still thinking we're in one room, one school, one classroom, one teacher. Everyone does their own thing. And if we would group people together and we'd work together, some of this is no cost. Some of this you'd have to ask vendors to do, but much of this already exists. I will finish with quickly. Right now, most teachers see 2, 3, 4, 5 students a day over a 7-hour period. They're trying to create all this rich instruction. Some students are well ahead, some students are far behind. They don't have the time or effort. They can't learn the LMS, the learning management software. And if we group people together, so all 4 elementaries are putting all their kids together. So now, if all 8 classes in one building has 5 students on per day, and there's 40 students or 50 students, all the teachers, all the staff members can help. You now have a policy-rich environment where kids come first. Thank you. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Email me at dcckoker, dcckoker@fhsu.edu. I will be on frequently to talk to you. I look forward to continuing this discussion. Thank you.